What's up, everybody? What's going on? I hope all is well with each and every one of you. Many of you already know who you're here with, who you're tuned into. But for those of you that do not know, I am the futurist herself, the one and only, Her Excellency, and I'm here to get you acquainted with the future realm, amongst many other things. I'm sure many of you are putting your best efforts forward and your best footwork forward to pursue those things that's ever so needed to help contribute to some of the most meaningful building blocks for you in your now, so that you can begin to gain momentum necessary towards being a better you, a greater you, a brighter you, for a future you, for you and your family that God has revealed to you in the time to come. As we are fastly approaching the end of the year, I want to get into some things that's of great significance for your coming out of 2024 and you're going into 2025. Faith for your coming out and faith for your going in. Many months have already went by and came to pass so far in the year of 2024. I'm sure many of you are beyond grateful that you have been blessed to bear witness to see those months come to pass. Each one of those months, however, have either empowered you or impacted you in a negative way or positive way. It is for you to discern, you to decide, reevaluate and process what has gravitationally pulled towards you and developed around you at this stage in your life in which you are currently at. There's a lot that can take place in a year. So the question is, what is your now looking like? I'm sure you experienced something. What's up? What's going on? All is well. Thank you. Yes. Post it up there. Yes. Put it right there. We all go through things. That's right. We all do. But we have to thank God that He allows us to just press through and He allows us to just keep going and doing what we need to do. He sees us through, cultivate us through some things. Right. Now, I want to take the time out to say this. All of this in which I'm speaking of, I am here to honor time and speak on this again because it serves its purpose in our now. And I'm going to use simple terms, no words, people. Okay. So I'm going to elaborate on the importance of you making that conscious decision to embrace the futurist in you, because you have to see something beyond your current circumstance and you have to know you are deserving of a thing beyond where you're at. And it's a future. It's a future. And you have to believe that God has that for you. And so when you embrace the futurist in you, you are embracing the future that God has for you. The God that dwells within you is who holds your future and all thereof that comes within it. Embrace the futurist in you so he can build you up from within. Therefore, all that he has spiritually built and placed within you will be revealed in time within that future space and place he has set it to be revealed in. God has purpose for you and a future with vision and so forth and so on. When you come into agreement with God and embrace the futurist in you, you honor him in the future things to come that he will not just do for you, but for your family and those around you, because you're going to be able to pour into other people. His glory will be revealed through you when that future thing is set to come within the time in which it's to be, within this tangible realm for you to carry out and do. It will be a service unto other people. Understand that. All right. And so when you embrace the futurist in you, you will then begin to awaken the futurist in you. 2025. 2025. What can I say? What can I say? I can say this. 2025 is a year that is to come, but yet has not come to pass. It is on the cusp to be placed within this tangible realm for us to live through, for us to walk through, for us to do the things that God has called us to do. But it is not here yet. You can plan ahead of time for it in hopes that you'll be able to carry out the things in which you're planning as of right now to do in 2025. But all we can do is wait on it. Have faith, have hope, and belief in God as it pertains to our now for the future thing to come. But remember, we just have to wait and believe that it will come to pass. That's right. Believe that it will and that we will be there. We will arrive there because we are destined to live there. Because God promised us a future thing there. And it's a better you, a greater you, a brighter you, even an older you, because it's a future you that's there. See beyond your now, regardless of the circumstance, regardless of what's going on. See beyond, right? Stay future focused to the utmost in the year 2025, people. Stay future focused to the utmost. All right. Because it's going to be of great importance. It's going to be so important to do so. And why am I saying this? Stay future focused to the utmost so that you can heed to the higher call, to that future thing in which God is calling you to do, right? And when you heed to the higher call, to that future thing in which God is calling you to do, you have to be future focused to the utmost. So then you can go hither on up in the things of Him. And so we also always need to know that to remain future focused, to stay future focused, to stay future focused to the utmost will always allow us to evolve and grow in all things spiritual as well, to better decipher the voice of God and to understand His instructions in realms and dimensions, right? So we can grow, God is supernaturally cultivating and creating a divine future for you for the year 2025. And it's filled with purpose, people. Listen, it's according to what He has specifically designed for you. And He's sitting outside this tangible realm, beyond our now, though you have to know He is still and always will be omnipresent. God has vision for your 2025 and He sees what you're in need of for the upcoming year based upon your now and so much more. Where you've been, He knows where you're headed, He knows where you're going, He knows every descriptive little detail about you, and He always will. And He's going to play some things in 2025 throughout the course of time of 2025 on your behalf. And so there's going to be things that's going to await you in time. That can be a miracle, healing, deliverance, your hour, your time, your moment for deliverance, that breakthrough. It can be recompense, it can be comfort, whatever, you name it. Okay. But I'm going to say this: He's doing all of this in an unseen realm because remember, He's an unseen God, right? He's in an unseen realm, in an unseen, doing unseen things. So, how are you going to find these things? Right? He's supernaturally, divinely cultivating and creating. How are you going to find these things? You have to seek Him. You have to find. You have to communicate. You have to have relationship. So then He can reveal. He can direct and He can guide you down the path so that you can find the unseen thing from the unseen realm, from the unseen God. You have to know that He speaks to your year. He speaks to the things that's going to await you in time. They're specifically for you. Going to replenish you. It's going to breathe life into you, right? When you receive maybe your healing, maybe that miracle, whether that be your breakthrough, whatever He has placed within the year specifically for you, don't miss that Kairos moment, so to speak. Don't miss that, right? Don't miss that moment. Arrive at the thing in which you're supposed to arrive at. You're destined to meet it. You're destined to have it, right? Don't delay things, all right? And this is why I said you have to remain stay future focused to the utmost in the year 2025. Exactly. Communication, relationship with Him, knowing and understanding realms and dimensions, dreams, visions, all of that. And I'm going to say this. Yes, thank you. Everyone, seers, visionaries, dreamers, you know, I'm going to say this. And I might do another. I like to, when I revisit things, I like to break them down because I don't want to go in depth. But we already know that At the top of the year, there's going to be some changes that's going to be taking place as far as it pertains to the nation. And there's going to be an individual that's going to be taking the seat in office so that he can then preside and he can start his fresh new vision for the nation in which he's going to preside over. And we all understand what his vision is, and it's to make America great again, right? And he's going to serve the population and grouping of people in which he's going to preside over with that vision that he feels like it's going to demonstrate and make change and bring about a good thing for the people in which he feels like he's serving and presiding over. And so, as he is going to preside over the nation and make change and do and implement things out, God is presiding over things that we can't even imagine because he presides over all things. He presides over the world and all thereof within it. Man is presiding over a nation and a population or grouping of people within it. So, what are you presiding over for the top of the year? As a visionary, as a dreamer, as a seer, like this is what I'm asking you, right? Preside over your house with that fresh new vision, with that new dream, with a fresh new thing into that new place, right? That new beginning, that future year. That's all I'm saying. 2024 will soon be the past year, that old thing with former things. And 2025 will be that new thing, that new year, that future year. It's the next, right? And so I'm going to get into a little bit more, yes, because they're future focused. I didn't mean to cut my sentence off, but I see you down there. They're very future focused. They understand that the future of a nation is at their hands, at the fingertips. They have to run things accordingly. All right. They're way more future focused than what people think. All right. And if you don't think that they're not with dreams and visions, I don't know what to tell people. I think we can get into this a little bit more with him because I don't know. I'll do another one. But anyway, people, I'm gonna leave you with this. All right. I'm gonna say this and I'll be back because that's gonna be very controversial, especially when we're talking about Trump. You know how people feel about him. But anyway, you have to preside, right? In the portion and measure in which he gives it into you, because you know, as we begin to do our vision board, right? I don't really do what most people think is vision boards, like you just get magazines and you do whatever. We do it to preside, right? And when these people preside, whatever don't gets carried out accordingly or accurately for whatever reasons, based upon what they have for vision, they're going to improvise and make sure things get handled accordingly. These people understand vision and provision and so much more. And so I will be going into that because we need to understand. Okay, we need to just understand some things according to the measure and portioning, things in which God allows us to have it. Okay. Now, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you. But I leave you with this, people. I don't want to keep you. I don't want to keep you. Yes. hmm I mean, it is definitely so. It is a very interesting thing in which is going to take place, I believe, in the year to come. All right. And like I said, you're trying to get me to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it in a different light because it's not going to cohesively go together. I feel like, though I just touch base on that, I'm just wanting people to know you have to preside, right? God presides over all things in this world and all thereof that inhabits it. Man is presiding over a nation and a population of grouping and people that resides in the nation. And you are supposed to preside over what God gives you in the portion and measure in which He allows you to have it with that fresh new vision and dreams and all of that good stuff as well. And so don't be out of pocket and not be in the knowing of what you're supposed to be presiding over and too busy paying attention into what you get what I'm saying, where you're missing something. You're still supposed to be attentive to what he's trying to implement in the land, but don't miss out on what you're supposed to be doing and implementing in your home as it pertains to you presiding over a fresh new thing. A fresh new thing. All right. And so coming out of 2024, going into your 2025, faith for your coming out, faith for your going in, faith for your now, faith for your future. Believe God for your now, believe God for your future. And people, make that conscious decision to embrace the futurist in you for the year 2025 because we are going to stay future focused to the utmost for the year 2025. It's time to preside with fresh new visions, fresh new dreams, and so much more. Until next time, people, here at Futuristic Visions and Dreams with the futurist herself, Her Excellency. Thank you for tuning in.